Hi, welcome to Awakening Soul Truth. I'm Allison Ledbetter, and this is Robbie Short. We are Reiki masters and meditation teachers. Robbie teaches yoga every day, and I'm a medium. And we've come together to talk and explore beautiful spiritual topics and helping people to awaken, heal, and awaken. I think our daily motto is we help people heal.
Yes, we decided a year and a half ago to start this show as a way to help people through this process. And once we got rolling creating these shows, we were having so much fun creating, we decided to start leading retreats. We have done day retreats, weekend retreats, and now we are taking us international. And we're going to be leading a divine feminine pilgrimage to France, June 4th through the 11th, 2024. This is where we're going to reclaim and awaken the divine feminine energy.
We are focused on two really beautiful Christian mystical women to help us in this process. And this is the Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. We
Yeah,
will,
there's a lot of sites around southern France that devote practices and places to these beautiful women in history. We'll actually be flying in and out of Paris, France. So if you wanted to tack on some days prior or at the end of this pilgrimage, you're welcome to stay in Paris. But we'll be taking the train. And the trains in France are the most efficient way to travel. It's the most popular way to travel through that country. So we'll be taking the train to Lourdes, and we're going to be spending 2 nights there. And this is where Mother Mary showed up with apparitions. There's healing waters there. And there's been a lot of testimonials of healings that have happened specifically in this part of France.
and it's known for its healing powers now and continued miracles.
It's actually considered one of the holiest places on earth.
This spiritual site is very aligned with Catholicism currently. We're really going to expand beyond the traditional focus and do some meditation and invoking your own divine feminine connection.
We'll be spending a couple days there, and then we're going to take the train to the southern tip of France to a place called Arles. And this is a place that's known for Roman ruins and the place where Van Gogh did a lot of his famous paintings. However, we're really going to the area because we want to go to Sainte Marie de la Mar. This is the place where Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Lazarus, Martha, and Sarah landed when they were escaping persecution. This is an area that actually used to be known for celebrating Ra and Isis before they came on. And it's a place where they also have a Black Madonna that we will be visiting called Sarah Lakali.
And just to mention something about Arles, we're also going to do a big dive into the nature because there are wild horses there and the flamingos.
Yes.
And connecting to the divine feminine will always include connecting to nature. So we'll be experiencing that. And then we will be moving by car and going to the Aix-en-Provence, one of the most beautiful places of the French countryside. Artists have been inspired by this, but this is the landing place of Mary Magdalene, where she lived the rest of her life.
From this charming town, we're going to be taking a couple day trips. One of those days we'll be going to Saint-Baume, and this is where Mary Magdalene continued to live out the rest of her days in a cave.
This site is said to be known where she um, spent the rest of her life. And she was celebrated for being a healer there and carrying on some very deep mystical practices. And she shared them with the people in this location. There's actually a cave, there's running waters, there's a small chapel there. There's also this concept that she experienced her reuniting with the Christ energy.
The place where she communed with the angels. This is also a place where there is a cathedral dedicated to her. So we'll be spending some deep contemplative time in this particular area. And the second day, we're going to be heading to the lavender fields. There's a famous monastery there surrounded by lavender fields. So we'll be taking that drive through the countryside.
Our goal then is to finish our trip with a beautiful dinner all together in a private room, really enjoying our mystical or ending and talking about the mystical experience that we're sharing together on this trip. A lot of this trip is Robbie and I guiding you into the mystical experience of awakening and remembering the divine feminine within. And there's no better place than to do it with two mystics, women that have shaped so much of our perception of the divine feminine, and to explore these beautiful qualities and to have them become alive in us. So, part of our commitment to you on this trip is to hold space and to awaken these qualities within you.
And we're not only going to be holding space, but we're going to be holding some discussions. We'll be leading meditations, affirmations, providing some group Reiki healing to benefit all of us. Now, the cost for this is going to be including the lodging, the train system, the car rentals, breakfast every day, that final dinner, as well as the entrance to some of these places that we're visiting. And the cost for all of this is if you're coming alone and you want a private room, or if you're coming in a couple and want a private room, it's $3,650 per person. If you're coming alone or wanting to share a room with single beds, it's $3,250. So all you really need to do is bring some spending money for the lunch and dinner on the days that it's not provided, any souvenirs or anything that you want to purchase, as well as airfare to and from Paris. We do ask for a deposit of $1,085, and that will be non-refundable because we do have to pay for the booking ahead of time. So that will cover those costs.
And then you can do two other payments of 1,085. We divided the total cost into three parts, and we're giving people three installments. And all of that information is just going to be listed below for the details. So make sure you can just hit that, or feel free to reach out to us and ask questions.
Now, if you're feeling drawn to take a European trip, if you're feeling drawn to our teachings and want to spend time with us, if you're drawn to Christian mysticism, if you're drawn to Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary's energy, we would love for you to join us. And this is not just for women, it's all inclusive, whoever feels the call.
Absolutely, because we know that the divine feminine needs to awaken inside of men as well as women. It's the return of that energy to our planet. It's just beautiful. Well, join us for this sacred trip. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.